Hi everyone, good morning. This is Daniel from Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I do greatly appreciate them. This is the daily forecast for the collective. It is for all signs. It is originally created for Wednesday, the 23rd of August. It's not solely set for that date. If you see it on a different date and it makes sense, by all means, utilize the reading. Please check out my drop-down menu for any more information regarding the channel. You hear me referencing cards that you don't see in this reading. I'm usually referencing back to the Sunday reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this reading. Excuse the dogs. I have them locked in here with me, so they're being a little sniffy babies. So let's see what our card is for the day. Also, today is the day where Mercury goes retrograde, just so you're aware. Sometimes I do well during Mercury retrograde, sometimes not so well, but we'll see what happens, what the cards want us to know today. Oh, I forgot to turn on the light. So our card for the day is the World. Not a bad card. I think we saw this in our clarifiers recently. The World is the completion of a cycle, right? It's like kind of coming to an end, graduating. It's the end of the Fool's journey. And we saw it in the Sunday readings, actually, in the clarifiers. That's where we did see it. This is a card to be celebrated. We've done a job very well, whatever it may be. We might be bringing things to an ending, or things are coming to an ending, but in a way that serves us, in a way that educates us, in a way that brings us growth, abundance even, victory. It is a card of completion, right? New chapters, old chapters ending, new chapters beginning, right? It's a very powerful card. It's like taking sort of the lessons learned and putting them to good use and moving on now to the new. And then we see the new in the Sunday underpinning reading at the end of the week is that Sun card, right? And since this is Wednesday's reading, we had the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands. And that Nine of Wands is about sort of utilizing our lessons or what we've been through, the hardships of the past, to work smarter, not harder, to almost protect us in a way from making, similar mistakes or similar choices that haven't served us. This World card says to me today that we are smarter, that we have graduated, that we have learned. And we've learned well, like in a very profound, large way. This is Major Arcana. And this is, like I said, the last card of the Fool's Journey, meaning we get to sort of start again. And with the underpinning card at the end of the week being the Sun, also Major Arcana means, light being shown onto new paths, showing us maybe new places, ideas, desires, choices that we can now make almost in a more intelligent way or a more educated way, with the World being here and being present. There's, her nudity is a little bit about being vulnerable, but also being really, in my opinion, kind of true to who we are and know who we are, understand that and accept that and stand in that power, in that vulnerability. Let's look at the Moonology manifestation card. It is New Moon in Aquarius, open up to change. So like I said, it's time to change. We've been seeing a lot of like Moon in Aquarius cards, I feel like. Have we not? Yeah, we had New Moon in Aquarius on Monday. So there is some sort of shift or change that's taking place that these cards keep wanting us to like get in alignment with, get happy about, accept, and also a focus on priorities. Remember, we're to enjoy this week and the process that's taking place, even if it's a process of change. That was the grounding stone for the week. So allow these changes to take place and embrace them wholeheartedly with the strength of the World here. Let's look at the clarifiers for the World. We have the Ten of Pentacles. That's a beautiful card. We have the Fool, which follows the World. So this is the new chapter opening up, guys. And then we have the Queen of Wands. What do we desire in our future? How do we want to get there? What work do we need to do to make those things happen? The Queen of Wands can sometimes be a card of, the way I see it is she sort of puts all of her assets out on the table and tries to use them to the best of her ability. She wants to understand all of the rules so that she can bend them to her will, right? She's highly connected to the other world or to the spiritual side of things. The Ten of Pentacles would be an abundance, a material 3D abundance, or the ability to provide for ourselves and our loved ones at a very great level. There's something I feel like very big here that we desire or want to move towards, and we need to start to make the decisions to get there. The Queen of Wands, to me, also is like, she's emotional, right? But she's fire, so she's going to take action and she's going to think about it probably later. She'll clock her emotions or her feelings about a thing, but she's not going to let anything sort of stand in her way. She's going to connect to the other side and begin to move forward with this Fool card, with the knowledge that she has from the previous experiences she's been through. It's also interesting that the underpinning card from the Sunday reading is the Nine of Wands. The Queen of Wands would be a master of these Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands that we saw in the Sunday reading. Something about what we desire, where we're heading, how we're going to get there is shifting and changing. And I think in a very positive way, with the Ten of Pentacles here, as long as we're open and to possibility and not like sort of afraid of the unknown, we could be creating something very beneficial, very abundant, very prosperous for ourselves in this process as we go into Virgo season, Mercury retrograde, and all of that sort of stuff. So don't sweat that stuff. Like it says, open up to the change. When you open up to it, like the Fool would, you kind of let it pour in and it carries you, and it takes you kind of in unexpected ways, I would say, towards what it is you desire. The Queen of Wands will know what she desires, so we will know what our desire is, but work with spirit, work with the energies, work with the opportunities that come to you, and the knowledge that you have from previous experiences, i.e. the world, to build this Ten of Pentacles, to build the thing that we desire, the opportunities, the abundance that we seek, right? So I feel like this is a really great reading to go into Mercury retrograde. It does feel very self-focused, I will say that. It doesn't feel like this is about focusing on the outside, it's more about focusing on us, what we want, where we want to be, what our long-term goals are, and how to go about getting there. Let's look for the grounding stone. I've been trying to do this more quietly because a viewer told me that the grounding stone bag is a little loud. And the grounding stone is honor. And this is on Moonstone. So honoring the change that's coming, honoring the gifts that are being given to us, honoring the lessons that we've learned, the hard-won lessons, the graduation of the world, honoring the opportunity to be free like the Fool, to move forward and make different decisions, or to, like I said, embrace that change, look at our priorities, and enjoy the whole process of it all. You know, the Queen of Wands, she's going to relish in what she desires. She's going to, you know, be all about that kind of, I don't know if decadence is the right word, but do you know what I mean? She's that energy of like fiery, embrace it all, make it happen, use all of her skill set towards meeting her goals, no matter what the cost. And so, and I think that we deserve that. We're seeing that the World card is here. It means that we have somehow elevated ourselves or learned our lessons. So if there's been a cycle that we've been in previously that we've been repeating, it feels like it could be coming to an end at this time. We can honor that cycle and now change or open to the change of something new and honor the opportunity that that gives us also, right? Being in that space of sort of gratitude. Yesterday's grounding stone was also embrace. Again, it's like being open to what is coming and what is available to us, connecting to that and wholeheartedly going after it or taking it. You know, that's kind of the Queen of Wands energy. The Fool too, except he's just a little bit less specific, I guess, in he's just open to anything and all adventure, right? But the Queen of Wands has a very particular energy, I would say. And so the two of them together can be quite dynamic in moving us forward along this new path of change. And honor yourself and who you are. I think that's also the world message today too. Whatever you have been through, whatever you have learned, embrace all of it, because that's sort of the nudity or the vulnerability of the world. We've done a good job to get us to this point, and everything serves a purpose. Having sort of gratitude for that, embracing it and honoring it, allows us to bring in more change, more abundance, more positivity. And it also allows spirit to sort of help us along the path when maybe we don't necessarily know exactly what the right choice or decision is. It doesn't matter if we have the openness of the Fool and then the determination of the Queen of Wands. I hope that makes sense, you guys. That's your reading for today. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. subscribe to the channel, share the video out, and leave me a question or comment. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.